Hello everybody, I'm InTheLittleWood, also known as Martin, and welcome to this week's challenge video, as well as finding out how to get a hold of that free battle pass tier. Without further ado, let's get into it. Challenge number 1, assault rifle damage. Simple enough to pull off. I assume that this is the most commonly used gun inside of the game. Use yourself an assault rifle, doesn't matter if it's burst or automatic. It can even be the brand new famous gun that they added in last week. Deal 1000 damage to enemies and you're good to go. Challenge number 2. Why? Just why? For me personally, I think this is the worst challenge that Epic have ever put into Fortnite, and for some reason they've got their evil grin on. It's made a return, so here are all of the locations of chests in the Wailing Woods. So let's start off with a hedge maze, and then we'll work around the perimeter of the Wailing Woods afterwards. So start off by going to the second floor of the structure at the very center of the maze, and you'll find a chest there. After that point, you're essentially going to the 4 different corners, so northwest, northeast, southwest, southeast. From there, the next closest chest is just to the east of the maze. If you go in a straight line, you're going to find yourself a chest sat right there. Make your way north of there until you're near the northeast corner, and right there, there's a car that I reckon has missed today's showing at Risky Reels, but there's a chest on the back of it. Speaking of which, there's a dirt trail that comes all the way off the southeastern corner of Risky Reels. If you follow that all the way down to the point where it connects with the Wailing Woods, then right there, you're going to find another chest. If you make your way south of there and drift ever so slightly to the west, so not nearing the end of the tree line, still nice and in the thick of it, you're going to find yourselves a hut. Not only does this hut home one of the vending machines, but it also has a car sat next to it, which usually has a chest on the back. And our final one for now is if you continue southward at this position, all the way down, just as you get to the edge of the tree line, you've got your final chest sat there. Challenge number 3. Bullets, bullets, and more bullets. This next one sounds like it might be a little bit difficult, but it's actually very simple. Go ahead and collect 7 ammo boxes in a singular match. And for this, I would recommend focusing on places that have a large amount of structures, whether they be residential, shops, industrial, it doesn't matter what they are. Get yourselves over to places like Tilted Towers, Retail Row, maybe even Snobby Shores, to be honest. Challenge number 4. Eye of the Tiger, Storm. Eye of the Storm. So this is actually a new request. We've not had a mission quite like this one before. So Epic's request this week is that we visit the center of 3 different storm circles in a singular match. Once you reach the center of the storm circle, a glowing purple icon will sprout out of the ground. Let's call it a storm token. If you walk close enough to it, an evil aura will begin to wash over your character, and then you're ready for the next one. The second one behaves exactly the same, but once you reach the third one, instead of a purple glow effect on your character and the thunder crackle sound, you'll actually have the usual familiar golden glow and twinkle that you normally get from finding battle pass tiers. Challenge number 5. Get to the chopper! Yep, this week's riddle leads you all the way into the movie set of Moisty Mire. The easiest way to find this is basically go to the chopper, walk directly north, and it's almost impossible to miss if you stay on the ground level. Challenge number 6. Got him! So I've already told you what I think is the worst quest of all time inside of Fortnite, but I think this one is maybe a close second. The second hard quest this week, everybody, is to go ahead and get a trap elimination. And this might be just ever so slightly more difficult than you're first anticipating, simply because if you haven't been keeping an eye on the patch notes the last week or so, they have gone ahead and nerfed traps. So the spike trap now comes out quicker, but it deals a hell of a lot less damage. The spiky death wall that used to do over 100 damage now only deals 75 damage per hit. But my approach to this challenge has always been a case of jumping into either duos or squads, because then when you down an enemy, they'll be knocked and they'll be crawling on the floor, and that makes them a hell of a lot easier to get in a box, put a spiky on, and finish them off. And our final quest this week is number 7. Get off of my lawn, peasant. Yep, right the way over on the eastern coast is a location known as the Snobby Shores. This week, Epic wants us to drop there and go ahead and kill 3 different enemies. And there you have it, all 7 challenges are completed, and we have this week's blockbuster wallpaper continuing the story, and here's where to find the free battle pass tier. So looking at this week's blockbuster wallpaper, you can see that Omega has built himself an army, and if the banners are anything to go by, you can be damn sure that we've got to make our way over to the evil lair inside of the mountain just east of Snobby Shores. doors. Infiltrate their base, sneak past the guards, and make your way all the way up the side of the missile. You might have to do a little bit of staircase building for this, and there you're going to find this week's free battle pass tier. So there we go, everybody. That is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you did find this video helpful at all, then please leave a like on the video before you go, and later on today, keep an eye out for my video on the jetpack coming to Fortnite. So from what we've found out from data miners so far, is that this mode is going to be temporary, and it's going to involve jetpacks and shotguns, and I just can't imagine how it's not going to feel like Halo 3. It's going to be great. Be sure to check out all of my other videos linked in the description below, as well as my Twitch channel where I'm streaming this game most days of the week, and I will see you all later. Bye-bye.